Were you referring to the weight loss drugs?
I was referring to Ozempic, or I was referring the fat loss drugs.
So those are going to be $150 out of pocket
Yeah,
for
well,
Americans.
they'll be much lower. They'll be much lower.
Okay, that's kind of goated.
We have not negotiated those yet. We're going to be rolling these out over time. The GLP category of drugs, which includes Ozempic, have not been negotiated yet.
What's the timeline?
But it will. It'll come down, like everyone else.
Okay. Any timeline on those negotiations?
He says fat like a slur. Okay, he can say it, bro. It's his term. I mean, look at him.
And until he
If Donald Trump can't also, jokingly refer to fat people, I don't know who can.
President, you've been talking about how this new benefit plan will also include root cause treatments for infertility. How will you make sure that those root cause treatments are equally accessible to IVF?
Well,
He doesn't think he's fat? No, I think Trump knows he's, not in good shape. You think Trump thinks he's skinny?
I think
No.
it's the determination, again, Secretary of Labor, the determination, the Department of Labor is issuing their intent today to open up the rulemaking process, again, for more flexibility.
He's 6'4" and
Anytime
220,
that
bro.
you
You're
have a
just mad his
president
waist
who's
is more
leading,
snatched than you?
when
It's
can
true.
offer more access to health
Donald
care
Trump technically
at
is
a-
like 15 pounds lighter than me and my height, according to his official medical record.
All we want to do is just extend. We don't want anything. We just want to extend, live with the deal that
Yeah.
they.
This is true. These last few Trump presidents have been astounding. Listen up, liberal. I'm fat and going to hell. Like when he was doing the presser on the airplane, he's like, I'm not going to heaven. I'm not going to heaven. I'm not making it to heaven. And then yesterday he straight up said, I'm a fat ass. It would be really bad if I went up to the beach. I'm a little busy. I'd love to go to Argentina. I'd like to go to the beach. My legs are not as quite as thin as his. My legs are slightly heavier. My arms are slightly larger. My body's a little bit larger than his. I'm not sure it would be appreciated on the beach. I'd look like a beached whale.
And I said, boy, I hope I win this election, because if I don't, somebody else is going to take credit for it,
Yeah,
Bobby.
he said it yesterday. We joked
And
about
sure
it.
as can be, Biden said he didn't even know what the hell was happening, and it was a hard thing for me to do. I got insulin way down. What was it before that? It was just massive. It was impossible to afford. And sure as can be, because it was statute. It couldn't have been earlier. I said, boy, this falls into the next administration. I better win. And all of a sudden, I watch this Biden taking credit for something that I did, and on other things too. We had a lot of things kick in. So the nice part about this is at the beginning of our administration. So I think we're going to see the fruits of our labor. And I
He's
hope
not wrong.
on our other
He's
situation
not wrong.
that we've
This is
talked so much
guys,
about.
When he says stuff like that, remember, we are in the 10th month of this administration so far. It's only been 10 months. Wow. Think about that.
I did actually say, would you mind if I gave a couple of thousand tomahawks to your opposition? I did say that to him. I said it just that way. He didn't like the idea. He really didn't like the idea. No, I said it that way. You have to be a little bit lighthearted sometimes, but no, he doesn't want Tomahawk is a vicious weapon. It's a vicious, offensive, incredibly destructive weapon. Nobody wants Tomahawk shot at him.
Did he specifically ask you not to provide Tomahawks?
So, wouldn't anybody? I mean, it's been in the news. Who wouldn't do that? CNN. Who wouldn't do that?
Fake
You
news.
think he's going to say,
Fake news.
I'd love to have Tomahawk sent my way? I don't think so. Maria, we have one of the great stars of television here, and she's an incredible person, and she's just an
my
amazing
God, Maria
woman.
Bartiromo.
She got it all right. She got the Russia hoax right. She got everything. Would you have a question?
Yes, Mr. President. I would ask you why this was so important to you, IVF, and why was autism so important to you? What are you trying to achieve?
Well, autism is like a whole different thing. When you look
God.
at it, was 1 in 20,000.
Oh, what is happening,
Now it's
bro?
1 in 12. If you look, Bobby, we have different numbers, but
I
1 in
swear
12,
to God, he
28.
saw the way Modi treats his media press pool and was like, I want that here and I want it now. Oh, Americans, are you enjoying what it looks like to live under an autocratic leadership? Are you enjoying the show? It's so funny to watch this happen. I never thought I would watch this happen twice in my lifetime. It's like I literally left a country where exactly this happened, came to the United States of America, and watched conditions unwind until the exact same Turkification was complete under the rulership of the great Donald J. Trump. Fucking awesome. Maybe you're bad luck. I think this is just everywhere, no matter what. Not very funny if you are not white or financially secure. I know.
Tell Tell what you did when you heard from your friends. You said this was not, they almost became violent. Right?
Yeah, I told him, I said, Mr. President, we need you. We need your voice in this conversation. We need the directive. We need the strong support because there are millions of people out there, moms and dads, wanting to bring life into the world. And you had people, the chilling effect that occurred across Alabama, there were people that were
I'm not
in the
gonna
middle
lie.
of that process
I
that have
feel
been
like-
praying to have.
I feel like there was more resistance from the Turks at the time when Erdogan was doing his shit than I've seen in America against Donald Trump. Like, I think Americans broadly are sleepwalking through this process. By and large, it feels as though many Americans are either completely oblivious to exactly what's going on, or the ones that do tune in get fatigue from all of the outrage and they just go, what am I supposed to do? I just have to still deliver these Uber Eats deliveries. You know what I mean? Like, I can't pay attention to this shit. This sucks. Yeah. By the way, John Bolton has been officially indicted. Another big, beautiful presidential moment here. John Bolton, breaking via CNN. President Donald Trump's former national security advisor turned adversary has been indicted by federal grand jury in Maryland, according to two sources. CNN previously reported that the investigation centered around notes Bolton was making in an AOL email account while he was national security advisor to Trump. Welcome to the anti-fascist coalition, sir. Look, I already told you, I'm gonna let him fight posture when it comes to Bolton. He is a bridge too far for me, but it's obvious that these investigations are a sham. It's ridiculous. Completely and utterly ridiculous. Also, one of the funniest aspects of this is that John Bolton still has an AOL account. That's an indictable offense in and of itself. Oh my God. That is spectacular boomer shit right there.
So we'll go back to all of that. Prices are down. Oil is down. We're down $58 a barrel. We're gonna be hitting $2 for gasoline. I think we're gonna be at $2. And the previous administration, they were at $4 and $5. They were going up much higher. And then they swung back into my things, but they didn't swing back properly. They were very, very late. They really blew it. We had it really going in the right direction. They came and took everything out, and it's incredible. I'll never forget. They lost control of the price of gasoline, of oil. They totally lost control, Howard. And then they went back immediately. Well, let's go back to Trump. But by that time, it was too late. And they didn't go back because the leases and everything else, they didn't do what they had to do. They wouldn't know. They really didn't know how to. But we could be hitting close to $2 a gallon. I'd love to break it if we could, but we could be. And when that comes down, everything else has been coming down.
No, it hasn't.
Groceries are down.
No, it hasn't. No, that's not true.
Things are down. And
that actually has not happened. Yeah. It turns out when you have unlimited corporate consolidation and virtually every sector is an oligopoly run by like 1, 2, sometimes 3 mega corporations, it turns out there is no reason to lower prices at any level. As a matter of fact, they're doing that. They're not doing the let's lower the prices now. A gallon of gasoline is cheaper. That's not happened at all. You're bald. Okay. Don't believe your lying eyes. Yeah. Saying I'm bald is like saying grocery prices have gone down.